In the entertainment industry, friendships are often temporary and based on convenience or chance rather than long-term commitments. But every once in a while, a bond is made that transcends the superficialities of Hollywood and leaves an indelible mark on the lives and legacies of those involved. It was the price that both Victor French and Michael Landon had to pay for the friendship that molded their careers. The connection that developed between Michael Landon and Victor French was among the most powerful and long-lasting in Hollywood. When the two performers met on the set of Bonanza in the 60s, they hit it off right away due to their mutual regard and shared values. Despite coming from quite different backgrounds, the two men experienced hardships that shaped their outlooks on life and the workplace. They worked together more than just pals. Major sequences in Highway to Heaven and Little House on the Prairie featured Landon's usage of French, displaying the electric chemistry they had while filming. French also suffered professional setbacks and industry isolation as a result of his commitment to Landon, so their relationship wasn't free of cost. Their joint television productions touched audiences deeply because of the universal themes of redemption, family, and humanity they explored. More than just buddies, they were inseparable. The friendship between Victor French and Michael Landon began during the 1960s filming of Bonanza, the hit Western series on NBC. Playing the lead role of Little Joe Cartwright propelled Landon to stardom. Victor French, an accomplished character actor, played villains and supporting characters. This set was the cornerstone of their enduring friendship. Because of their shared passion for storytelling and performing, French and Landon hit it off immediately. The charm, work ethic, and originality of Landon were much recognized by French. Landon was captivated by French's raw talent and remarkable knack for lending nuance to even the most minor parts. A number of similarities beyond their profession became apparent to them very quickly. They both dared to challenge Hollywood's status quo and choose to break the rules instead of playing it safe. A friendship blossomed out of their professional exchanges. The two men discussed acting in deeper philosophical questions when the cameras weren't rolling. Their dynamic, almost brotherly, bond flourished thanks to French's resolute nature and grounded demeanor, which combined with Landon's charisma and ambition. Little House on the Prairie, Michael Landon's 1974 next major project, was adapted from the novels of Laura Ingalls Wilder. Landon had already established himself as an actor, director, writer, and producer by that point. As Isaiah Edwards, the part was cast for French. A wonderful, imperfect mountain man who, while Landon was casting the show, would play the role of a surrogate father to the Ingalls children. With this casting decision, their professional relationship truly started. French had faith in Landon's creative abilities, and Landon recognized the potential for French to bring authenticity and depth to the part. Their collaboration on Little House on the Prairie revealed the depth of their bond. It was undeniable that French had chemistry with Landon's Charles Ingalls, and his depiction of Isaiah Edwards was one of the show's most beloved aspects. As their work partnership thrived, their personal bond became even stronger. Despite working in a field where people are often unpredictable, Landon always spoke highly of French as a trustworthy confidant. Landon recognized French's talent and gave him opportunities to showcase it, to which French replied by expressing his gratitude. Landon became an influential figure in Hollywood as his career progressed, winning over fans as an actor, writer, producer, and director. Michael Landon, whose real name is Eugene Maurice Orowitz, was born on October 31, 1936, in Forest Hills, New York, and went on to become a beloved and influential figure in American television. He rose from humble origins to prominence through perseverance, persistence, and an unwavering belief in the transformative power of narrative. Not only did these qualities shape his career trajectory, but they also laid the groundwork for his intense and enduring friendship with Victor French. In his youth, Landon had numerous challenges. Because he was Jewish and growing up during a time when anti-Semitism was common, he often felt alone. He often felt emotionally weighed down by his mother's struggles with mental illness, as well as the marital strife of his parents. Landon later came clean about the painful emotional traumas he had sustained as a result of his mother's irrational behavior, which included attempts to harm herself in his presence. He eventually became an expert javelin thrower after turning to sports as an outlet. An injury ended his playing career, but not before he earned a scholarship at USC for his athletic prowess. Landon worked various jobs to fund his acting tryouts. His breakout role occurred in 1959 on the hit Western series Bonanza, playing the role of young Joe Cartwright. Landon has a deep capacity to relate to others, particularly those who have been through adversity, as a result of his difficult childhood. He was often cast as the antagonist alongside Victor French, whose ideals he shared, on set. Both men understood what it was like to be stereotyped and undervalued, and that understanding led to the development of a trusting relationship based on mutual respect. The fact that Landon became famous did not change his modesty or his commitment to helping others. When he began creating and producing television shows, he wanted to provide opportunities for those he believed in, such as Victor French. Upon seeing French's depth and talent as an actor, Landon cast him in significant roles in Little House on the Prairie and subsequently Highway to Heaven. Victor French's humble beginnings vastly contrasted with his ultimate rise to stardom. He was born on December 4, 1934, in Santa Barbara, California. Growing up in an entertainment family was important to him because his dad, Ted French, was a stuntman and Western film actor in Hollywood. Still, perseverance, hard work, and confidence in one's abilities were the cornerstones of Victor's journey to acting stardom. French developed a deep admiration for acting as he watched his father's career unfold. However, back when he was working, physical characteristics were often the deciding factor in which roles an actor could perform. The wild appearance and towering stature of French made him an ideal villain or henchman in the early westerns. Despite the reliability of the work, French longed for opportunities to deal with characters that were more nuanced and complex. Despite everything, French's background instilled in him a respect for hard work and the tenacity required to make it big in Hollywood. As he took on more and more jobs in theater and TV, he refined his acting chops and became known as a hard worker and versatile performer. Not only was Michael Landon's professional life complex, but so was his personal life. His upbringing greatly influenced his views on family and relationships. Due to his strong desire for a family and a sense of belonging, Landon tied the knot 3 times and fathered 9 children. His first marriage, to Dodie Levy Frazier in 1956, ended in divorce in 1962. They had 2 children together. They had 4 children together after he married Lynn No that same year. Reason being, Landon had an affair with Little House on the Prairie's makeup artist Cindy Clarico, which contributed to the drama. They were married for over 20 years before they divorced in 1982. Despite the scandals that surrounded his private relationships, Landon married Cindy in 1983 and remained with her until his death in 1991. According to Landon's personal life, he struggled to find a balance between his profession and personal difficulties, while also yearning for security and love. In contrast, Victor French was more reserved and kept to himself. They tied the knot in 1959 and had 3 children together, all by Judith Shentz. But in 1975, due to his work and personal obligations, they filed for a divorce. When it came to his close relationships, French was known for his unwavering dedication and his role as a caring father. Because of his steady nature and close bonds with his children, he was beloved by those who knew him. Though French was more reserved around Landon when it came to discussing his private life, his relationships demonstrated his maturity and empathy. After his divorce, French focused on his job and his friendship with Landon, thus he remained single. The 2 men's mutual battles to find happiness in the face of fame's pressures and their own needs informed their romantic relationships, despite their differences. Beyond the specifics of their problems, their connection likely provided them with emotional support and insight. Along with leaving behind legacies that showcased their abilities and humanity, they both sought fulfilling relationships in their personal lives, just as they did in their professional life. The trials that French and Landon faced served as sources of strength for them. Thanks to French's heartfelt performances, Landon was able to captivate viewers with his moving narration. They worked together to make documentaries that showed the everyday triumphs and tragedies of ordinary people, leaving an impression on future generations. Their shared experiences and beliefs made for a special bond that had a profound impact on their lives and professional paths. With each other's support through life's ups and downs, Landon and French became closer than co-workers. Throughout Landon's personal turmoil, which included scandals and divorces, French remained a steadfast ally. Similarly, Landon was there for French when he needed him most, both professionally and in his battles against typecasting. This devotion extended to their work as well. In return for Landon giving French opportunities he might not have had otherwise, French brought authenticity and perfection to his characters, which in turn boosted Landon's productions. Morality, addiction, and poverty were just a few of the heavy topics tackled by the 2 men's groundbreaking and imaginative television series. Although Victor French's association with Michael Landon offered him professional and emotional joy, it also caused him a tremendous deal of pain. In a business where flexibility and networking are crucial, French's unwavering commitment to Landon limited his opportunities.
It was commendable, but it ended up ruining his Hollywood career, bank account, and reputation.
Had a firm footing thanks to his regular collaborations with Landon on shows like Little House on the Prairie and Highway to Heaven.
Producers began to link him exclusively to these parts, yet fans continued to like his acting. The difficulty French had in securing a variety of jobs outside of Landon's productions hampered his professional advancement in an industry that values flexibility. His financial potential and career longevity were affected by this typecasting, in addition to limiting one's ability to be innovative. Despite his success during the peak of Highway to Heaven and Little House on the Prairie, he struggled to expand his originality in a business that often demands adaptability. Joining forces with Landon, French inadvertently strained connections with other major industry figures. Despite the positive reception Landon received from fans, his reputation caused friction among the team. Producers and network executives often found themselves at odds with Landon due to his famously uncompromising attitude and vision. For instance, French's career took a hit because to Landon's feuds with NBC executives. Many mistook his portrayal as an independent actor for allegiance to Landon. Most of French's chosen initiatives had some connection to Landon's vision, but he also prioritized those that called to him personally. And he prioritized creative honesty over financial gain. Though morally sound, this decision diminished his future earning capacity and left him less well off as he became older, particularly as his health declined. Despite everything, French and Landon maintained their friendship. They paid a heavy price for their relationship, but French valued their partnership and the good work they did together more than the fleeting perks of celebrity and fortune. The legacy of emotionally charged television that he helped build includes his sacrifices, which continue to inspire people to this day. In spite of everything, French's friendship with Landon brought him immense joy. They worked together to create television shows that touched audiences deeply with stories of kindness, strength, and optimism. Particularly moving was their collaboration on Highway to Heaven. French played a key role in making Landon's dream of universal benevolence a reality. With help from on above. Not only was French's unwavering support for Landon a sign of commitment, but it also demonstrated the strong friendship they shared. While it may have taken away his professional chances and financial stability, it also provided him with a creative collaborator who believed in him and a buddy who was there for him through thick and thin. French was loyal to Landon, and Landon was loyal to French. Casting French in his productions was always Landon's policy, regardless of the risk or disapproval from network management. Without this consistent backing, French would not have had the opportunities to showcase his ability and take part in groundbreaking television programs. The friendship they shared was based on the uncommonly rare qualities of mutual regard and trust in Hollywood. Landon supported French through his personal struggles, including health problems and financial difficulties, in addition to their productive working collaboration. Despite the notoriously brutal nature of the field, the French were able to find refuge and guidance thanks to their relationship. Their friendship was most painfully salvaged in the years they spent together. French passed away from lung cancer in 1989, just a few years after Highway to Heaven concluded, devastating Landon. At French's funeral, Landon delivered a poignant eulogy in which he praised his friend as a loving giant who was both powerful and sensitive. Their intimate bond was captured in Landon's remarks, showing him how important French was for his career and personal life. After his close friend passed away, Landon's grief was obvious. Beyond the confines of a business relationship, their friendship had become an integral element of each of their lives. The fact that Landon continued to dedicate himself to creating emotionally driven television series and paid tribute to French in his following interviews demonstrated the impact French had on him. Their friendship was salvaged by the lasting impact of their joint work. French gave his everything for Landon, and as a result, he was a part of noble causes that touched the lives of millions. Their bond was a powerful symbol of the power of friendship, devotion, and shared purpose, and it had a significant impact on the entertainment industry. Victor French and Michael Landon's friendship was more than simply a Hollywood partnership. It was a profound bond that shaped their careers and left an indelible mark on television history. Both guys originated from humble backgrounds, but they conquered emotional and professional challenges to create art that touched millions. Their unfaltering commitment to one another, their honesty, and their love for sharing meaningful stories saw them through triumphs and tragedies alike. The strength of their friendship was shown by French's unwavering loyalty to Landon, no matter the cost. Landon, on the other hand, gave French opportunities to break out of his typecasting mold and showcase his talents in roles that touched viewers deeply.
Working together, they created cherished television shows that explored universal themes of compassion, resilience, and humanity, such as Highway to Heaven and Little House on the Prairie. In spite of the challenges posed by Hollywood in their own lives, their relationship endured until French passed away in 1989. The impact they had in the short time they were together is profound. True friendships, like the one between Michael Landon and Victor French, can outlive their stars, creating enduring legacies and cherished memories.